possible.
All right, thank you, JMPD spokesperson Alani Fihla. And now let's talk about this. The Local Wine Expo is back. Wine lovers have been attending the event at the Prison Break Market in Lonehill in Johannesburg. It kicked off yesterday and it ends tomorrow. It's being supported by Proudly South African. So what's important here is that more than 70%, we understand, of about 30 wine brands offering tastes at the Local Wine Expo are female-owned brands. So really supporting local female-owned brands. Happy MaKhumalo Ngidi is from Proudly South Africa, and she joins me now. Thank you, Ms. Ngidi. You obviously, Proudly SA is involved because you obviously believe that wine is good for our national pride.
It is good for our national pride and for our sanity, if you ask me.
I agree. I agree. And how's it been so far?
It's been incredible. So today is the second day. We started off yesterday, and the highlight yesterday were two things. We had buyers in the morning from retail space that came in for a session where we were talking to them about why it is important that these brands are allocated shelf space at different retail stores, and they walked the floor, they engaged with the brands and the brand owners. And many of those engagements yesterday, had good deals, and most of these women-owned brands will now be found at a later stage this year at all these retail stores that you can think of. And then obviously later on in the evening, it was what we call Phuza Thursday. South Africans came in their numbers in the evening. The atmosphere was amazing, the camaraderie. We had like-minded people in the room, wine lovers who tasted the wine, who were engaging with the wine, who were tasting and, of course, buying, because it's about buying the product ultimately to ensure that, the 3-day wine expo is really, where we achieve what we are set out to achieve, and that these brands are able to sell and walk away with great sales from the 3-day period.
Is there a change here? People know the Wine Expo that used to be in Sandton. You paid to get in, and there were big wine brands. All the big names were there. This, I understand, there's no charge, and it sounds like there's a concerted effort to support up-and-coming brands. Is that correct?
That is correct. So Proudly South African is not charging anybody. We're not charging the exhibitors. We're not charging the consumers that are coming in. And we are mandated as a campaign to ensure that we create enabling environments for local businesses in different sectors to be able to, to trade and to be able to keep creating jobs and sustain jobs. And contribute to the economy of the country. And so therefore, these 30 wine local brands are actually member brands of the Proudly South African campaign. They are affiliated with Proudly South African because we're a member-based campaign, but this is an access to market opportunity for them. It's a benefit for them by virtue of the fact that they are members. And we're also not charging the public. We're just simply asking them to pre-register because we have to keep some sort of order, in the house. And really, we are just saying to South Africans is that we are the leader of the pack, if you like. We are doing exactly what our mandate is expecting us to do, to ensure that these local businesses have access to market opportunities and not, charge them exorbitant amounts for them to participate. All we're asking them to do is to bring to the show a brand that is market ready, a high-end great brand that looks great, that is visually attractive, but that's also a good brand that we vetted. And we pride ourselves that we are the only entity in South Africa that is comfortable enough to have so much, that we believe in these brands, that we've invested, not only resources, but marketing and PR and, doing all these things for them.
It's wonderful, and we don't have time to go into how the market is looking globally for South African wines, but I do remember a brand owned by Black Sisters got a deal when Walmart came in, and it went global. So you say this is a chance to connect with local retailers. I guess you want enthusiasm from local drinkers first, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, but, so the focus is obviously, the local market, but it doesn't stop them from, from opportunities where they can export their brands, their products rather, to the rest of Africa or to the rest of the world. And the people that were in the room yesterday at the buyer session, we're all, we're looking at different elements and different facets of how these brand owners can really have proper access to market even outside of the country. So but just to say that today, tomorrow we expect more than 1,000 people. The doors are still open though we are sold out, but we are inviting South Africans to come in as walk-ins. Just quickly, we have different activations. We've thought of everything for everybody because it's an experience. It's not just another wine show. It really is an experience that is designed to entertain, to educate, and to make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, I think you've made a lot of mouths water tonight. Thank you. Happy MaKhumalo Ngidi from proudly South Africa. All right, let's recap the question of the day. We asked for